Wonderful. Thank you, Yair. Hello, everyone. A happy March. It's amazing how time is flying. I'm Gretchen Bliss, and I am going to be your host today because Dr. Sandra Blanke is on her way to do the review training down in San Antonio, I believe. So I know we may be missing a few folks from that. So we're very excited to have you all here. We've got a really good lineup of presenters today. And so we're going to start off going over to Yair for some feedback from the PMO. As you know, things are happening in DC. And so Yair, I think we're excited to hear.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I can share all of that, but what I can share is that they're still unable to join us on the Zoom line. But I want to remind everyone that there were very few CAEs who have not submitted their annual report. And there were consequences for those annual reports in the requirements document. So I just want to pointed out that if any of you is aware that your institution did not submit the annual report, please communicate with PMO immediately. That is a crucial thing. We do have the upcoming CA symposium in the first week of April. And then also there is a process that we are undergoing right now with the CD requirements. Some of this will be announced during the upcoming symposium. Additional information will be provided. So with that, I want to hand it back to Gretchen, who's going to be the MC for today.
Great. Thanks, Yair. And yeah, just to clarify, Philip, I saw your question. If you are in the designation process, the initial designation process, you do not submit an annual report. If you're in the redesignation process and it's ongoing right now, you wouldn't submit a report for the year that you're being redesignated. Did I get that right, Yair? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. So
Yes.
yeah, if you're in that process, and that's a really good clarification because I know a lot of people, I know a lot of the folks I mentor, we submit them in November and then they panic over the annual report. It's like, no, you don't have to do one this year. You get to wait till next year. So just be aware of that. All right. So James, we're going to go over to you. You can share your screen and Jim is going to be talking to us and leading off. Please know we are going to do the breakouts at the end. So if you have any questions, either park them in chat or wait till we do the breakouts and then we'll go from there. So over to you. I think you're on mute.
I'm muted. I just saw them. I saw the message. I clicked and it didn't click. I saw the message saying you're muted. Okay. So share my screen here. Hopefully we can see the right screen. I've got way too many screens going. So anyway, so talk a little bit about it. So I'm from Excelsior University. We've been a CAE since 2014 when I actually looked up the date this morning to fill out this PowerPoint the rest of the way. That was one of the pieces of information I didn't know. I've only been with Excelsior for a little over almost 18 months now. So since 2014, we first became our CAE. There's my contact information, all that fun stuff. We are the school is located in Albany, New York, although we are 100% online. And so I am not in Albany. I'm in North Carolina. So, which makes for always fun. So I spend my days on Zoom calls, it seems like most weeks. So, so our BS in cybersecurity is our currently validated program of study, which falls within our School of Technology. Our program is cyber defense. We don't have a really good workforce roles that we're looking at. We're working on that right now about defining those and making sure we know exactly which workforce roles we want to talk about, right? It's an important piece. We know the value of it. We're just trying to refine our program literally as we speak on that. You know, we're big into talking and incorporating ethics and into technology and talking about tech and society and the intersection of those things, which finds itself permeating throughout our programs. The next two programs that we're kind of looking at for programs of study is getting our Masters of Cyber into the program of study, getting that through the CAE platform. And then I'm working on getting a final approval for an AI for cybersecurity program here at Excelsior as one of our concentrations. Those are kind of the two next BOSs as we continue to move down through here, right? So what am I researching? I'm doing a lot of work just around what I was talking about, right? How do we integrate ethics and societal impact into tech programs and courses? How do we get this to be integrated not as just a standalone course, which we can do a great job of, but how do we begin integrating this conversation across our entire technical programs, not just cybersecurity, IT, computer science, even working with our engineering technology department. How do we integrate conversations around ethics and societal impact into all technical programs? That's kind of where I'm focused right now. It's where I'm really looking. Same thing again, producing engaging and quality online courses as a 100% online institution, right? Online matters to us very much so. So we're always working that. We currently are not working any grants. When I asked our partnership group about partnerships and articulation agreements we had, I got the number of like, we had 346 articulation agreements. Which school do you want to know about? So I said, give me, right, when I was filling this out for my redesignation, like, give me a couple examples. And so we pulled a couple examples out. We have lots of articulation agreements with a lot of community colleges all over the nation, largely because we are an online school and we're very happy to collaborate and work with folks all over the place with it. So they're not all CAEs, but they are lots of schools we work with all over the place in lots of different areas. So it's kind of fun. This is where we're at, right? So we're reimagining what our programs might look like, IT and cybersecurity, both the undergrad and grad level. And how do we make those concentrations be applicable tomorrow, not just today? And so that's kind of where we're in the middle of this. This is what we're working on actively as we speak. So, and that's pretty much what I have to tell the group. That tells you a little bit about me, a little bit about Excelsior. We're having a lot of fun. It's a great place to be. So I'll hand it back to you, Gretchen, and we can move on.
Thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate it. And again, if you want to dig in a little bit more in those breakout rooms, we'll be doing that after the next few presentations. So I appreciate that. Yeah, Excelsior was one of the first schools I met in one of my first CAE events. So that was very exciting. So now, Yair, if you want to pull up the slides, I think we are going to move into our second, and it is Embry-Riddle. I know that Aeronautical. And we've got Dr. Kandel. I apologize if I pronounced that inappropriately, but from Daytona Beach, Florida. So we're very excited to hear about the Embry-Riddle cybersecurity program. Over to you.
Thank you. Let me share my screen. Okay, you can see my screen? No?
Not yet. No.
How about now?
There, it's coming slowly but surely. It's getting there. There we go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My name is Dr. Laxima Kandel, and I'm here to present Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Daytona Beach campus. So again, I'm the point of contact for our center. I'm the new point of contact. I just got this this January. I took over from a faculty who left our university. I'm in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, and we are CAE CD since 2016. All right, so just to give a little bit about, tell you a little bit about Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. We are world's largest, oldest, and most comprehensive institution specializing in aviation, aerospace engineering, and related degree programs. We used to be primarily teaching institute, but now we have been designated as R2 institution. This just happened recently. We have two physical campuses. We have one in Daytona Beach and the other one is in Prescott, Arizona. And both our campuses are CAE CD designated. We also have worldwide a completely online campus as well, which is called Embry-Riddle Worldwide. And we have around more than 30,000 students enroll in the online campus. All right, so our program of study is BS, Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, and with area of concentration in cybersecurity. It's placed within the Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department. We basically focus on investigate, protect, and defend for our nice work roles with subject matter expertise in aerospace cybersecurity, hardware cybersecurity, UAV security, intrusion detection, position navigation and timing information. Basically, we are focusing on GPS spoofing detection with pilot in the loop for evaluating how they respond to these cyber scenarios so that we can develop an effective training module for the pilots. We have a lot of faculties also working on cybersecurity data science for aerospace application, and we have faculty really committed for K-12 cyber education as well. All right, so moving on for what may be our next program of study, we are thinking about BS, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Cybersecurity with concentration in Artificial Intelligence. We are also thinking about Bachelor of Science in Space Cybersecurity. We have a lot of faculties who are already working, doing research in these domains, but we don't have a program by itself. So we are thinking about leveraging the expertise and the research our faculties are doing and building it into a program for our students. All right, so to talk about what research projects our institution is doing, as you can see in the chart here, our faculty are doing research in diverse research areas. One of them is cyber physical system security. We are doing heavy GPS spoofing detection research currently with all these GPS threats going on. As you can see in the chart at the bottom, there are two research that currently going on. So we are actually simulating GPS spoofing using a flight simulator. And as you can see in the picture here, one of the students working on the computer is actually injecting GPS spoofing attacks into the simulator, and the pilot is actually flying the simulator, and we want to measure how they respond, whether they are able to recognize in a timely manner or not. We are doing with the simulator, as well as we have real flight benches, as you can see on the bottom figure on the right. So there are, again, research going on using these real flight deck benches as well. Another area of research that we are doing is our RF fingerprinting of UAVs, as you can see in the top most figure. So the idea over there is to use the noise that's embedded in this, embedded inside the electronics, inside the UAVs, because each electronic has a unique noise, and if you can accurately extract that noise, it can act as the identity or the fingerprint of the device, and you can use it for authentication purpose. Another area of research is hardware security. So one of our faculty is working on how to use RF for hardware trojan detection. There are other faculties who are working on AI for aerospace cybersecurity. There are a couple that are working on supply chain security, network security, and IoT security as well. The new research area that we are interested to explore is digital forensics. We do teach digital forensics, but there is no faculty currently that is doing research in digital forensics area. So we want to expand on that. Again, we are doing space cybersecurity already, but we want to do more in space cybersecurity, as well as aerospace digital twins for cybersecurity. Okay. So again, talking about the school specialists and subject matter expertise, we have diverse faculty expertise with affiliation with research centers like Sybase and PARS here at Embry-Riddle. And well, I want to highlight that our university is very good at involving undergraduate students in research. Almost every research faculty is continuously publishing with undergraduate students. Again, we have good aerospace infrastructure for research and teaching, and our students are heavily engaged in cybersecurity competitions. They always do participate in the NSA CAE games, and this year also we participate in the, and we just had the regionals, Southeast One regionals, and one of our team got the first place, and the second team got the 6th position. And we are really excited to participate in the nationals, which is going to be held in April. Our team also participated in national transportation cybersecurity competition, and one of our students got the third place. ACI Cyber Rodeo, which is a Daytona Beach, hosted CTF as well as symposium, and one of our students got most valued player, and our team scored sixth position. And our students are really active, and they participate in many other competitions as well. They do also organize CTS, so they do organize internal CTS, and they also had like challenges in the ACI Cyber Rodeo as well. And we are also heavily involved in K-12 outreach activities. Every year we organize a 1-week intensive cyber camp for K-12 students, and recently we have also started to do cyber activities for the seniors as well. All right, so moving on, here I list some of the funded projects that we have currently. So we have Scholarship for Service, we have IUs, Improving Undergraduate STEM Education, and that this is a collaborative grant with RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology. We have Research Experience for Undergraduates, and this is the third year I'm going to run REU here at Embry-Riddle. Other than NSF funded research, we have a lot of funding from FAA as well. So we have currently, supporting aviation cyber initiative. We do also have autonomous airfield vehicle system cyber assessment. Again, it is funded and funded by FAA. We also have more than 1 million grant from FAA for building cybersecurity data science capability for aerospace, and this is again a collaborative grant with MIT Lincoln. All right, so our partners currently we have cross-campus collaboration with our another campus, Prescott campus. Prescott, as I mentioned already, is also CAE CD designated. We have also collaboration with RIT. We are also collaborating with Daytona State College. Basically, for Daytona State College, we are collaborating on student clubs and competitions. So what changes, enhancements, or gaps do you have in your program? So for that, we would like to have more CAE school partnerships for cybersecurity research and workforce grants. We would like to upgrade our lab infrastructure for system exploitation and penetration testing, so any help there will be appreciated. We will organize and host more national level CTF competitions, and any ideas or any resources that could be shared to develop industry level projects, ideas for undergraduate students will be helpful as well. Okay, so what do you want to know? I think this is my last slide, right? So what else would you like to tell this group of CAEs? So what I would like to tell is Daytona Beach campus it organizes ACI Aviation Cyber Initiative Cyber Rodeo competition. This is we organize every year, and next year will be our fourth year organizing this event. It also has a symposium, and all industry as well as government people do participate in that symposium. We have a whole day capture the flag event, and this capture the flag event is unique because not only students participate, but faculty, industry, and we have government people participating as well. So I invite you to participate in next year event, which will be typically held during the February. Our university is also part of Aviation ISAC. So every year, at least one of our leaders is organizing one panel. Our students go there and participate in the CTF. And we have recently become partner with Space ISAC as well. Along with that, we are also in the process of forming this Aerosecure Consortium, which is an Embry-Riddle and Industry Research Consortium. It's in the process, so if you would like to be a member or want to participate, please let us know. That's it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Laxima. That's a lot going on. You guys are super busy.
Thank-
I thank you for taking over as the POC. It's always fun when that happens. And so I'm going to do a shameless plug, Yair. In the CD community, we have a working group called New and Early Career Faculty. But one of the initiatives we're pursuing over the next 2 months is talking about alignment to KUs for faculty that are taking over in the CA community to learn more about the community and how the process of designation works and all the different opportunities. So we're going to be going through the KUs in detail, and then we're going to be going through the designations in details as well over the next few months. So check that out on the CD page, because we love it when we get new POCs and we want to make sure we're supporting you as much as we can.
Thank you so much.
Of course. So if you would stop your screen share, we're going to move over to Erik Fretheim, who is from Western Washington University. Erik, if you could please go ahead and share your screen and share your slides. We would love to hear about your programs.
Okay. Find my screen. There we go. All right. So everybody should have a screen there, hopefully.
We see it. Yep, Erik, we got it.
Okay. Great, great. So I'm Erik Fretheim. I'm from Western Washington University, and we're in Bellingham, Washington, which is about the northwestmost corner of the United States that you can get way far out there. As long as you're in the contiguous, you'd have to go further to get, you'd have to go up to Alaska. We also have a campus in Poulsbo, which is even further west, but slightly south out on the Olympic Peninsula, and one in Kirkland as well, which is just outside of Seattle. So I'm the current POC for the next 87 days, and then I retire. So if you're interested, be looking for the position announcement on our website here. We'll soon be looking for a replacement. So that's exciting stuff going on. Okay, let me see if I can, there we go. So our current validated program of study is a Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity that's hosted within the Computer Science Department. And we are one of the most highly technical cybersecurity degrees in Washington State. And we're currently going through the process of ABET accreditation, which is kind of my last hurrah is getting this ABET stuff. So that I'm looking forward to that. This is about my 6th self-study I've written for ABET for various schools and places, and about the 18th that I've been involved with. So I'm hopeful that this will go well. Our program is a very unique program in that we're a 2+2 degree. We have no freshmen and no sophomores in our program. You come into our program. To get into it, you have to come with an associate's degree from one of our currently 15 partner colleges that we have articulation agreements with. And you get that associate's degree, and it has to include 2 quarters of programming and Calculus 1, and then we'll let you into our program. So that's kind of a unique thing and very different. And we have freshmen that come to us and say, hey, I'm at Western here, and I want to study cybersecurity. And we say, great, let me introduce you to our friends at Whatcom, our friends at Bellingham Technical College, our friends at Olympic College or somewhere else, and we'll see you in 2 years. Bye. Actually, we don't do the bye, we do the handoff, and then we stay in touch with them for the next 2 years. And we've had a lot of students that do that. They come to Western, decide they want to do cybersecurity. We send them off to the community colleges. They come back all prepared and ready, which is really a great thing because we have highly motivated students because they've already got 1 degree. We have knowledgeable students, so they come in and they know things to start with and everything else. And so our students come in all really ready to go and ready to do that. And what we're going to focus on then in our program is we're going to add a lot of technological depth and breadth across the area of cybersecurity, and I'll show you that in a second here. But some of the workforce roles, you can read them there. But we've been really excited about having this 2+2 degree, and it's been a very unique thing, very fun to work with, and we're interested in, we've got our first college in Oregon that has now become, is in the final stages of signing our articulation agreement. We've spoken to colleges in other states as well. So we look, anybody that's interested, we're willing to do that. So, but here's what we do. We take that, that yellow part down there is that foundation that we get out of the community college. And we kind of look at it, well, we don't have to teach the easy, boring classes from our perspective, right? They're not easy and boring, but we come in, we get students that come in with a good, solid foundation. So when we're asking them to do an exercise for class that involves a virtual machine, we don't give them, here's the steps you go through to build your virtual machine. We say, oh, we need a virtual machine that runs Linux and does blah, 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 blah. And we expect that they know how to build it because we know they learned in their associate's program how to build that. It makes it really easy for us, and we can start building on that foundation. So then on top of that foundation, we're going to do the DART classes, which are the technical depth, where the students go in and really get into the itty bitty bits of how a computer works. And so we're doing computer organization, but we're doing it from the foundation too of, well, let's understand how this computer works. And if we understand how it works, we can understand how we can break it. And that's always one of my favorite questions for the students is, okay, we do this now, how do you break that? And so when you understand how you can break it, then you can understand, well, how do we make sure that it can't be broken? And that's where we build on for that depth and stuff in it. And then, of course, cybersecurity is a very broad field, so we give them a large amount of breadth as well, going into privacy, ethics, policy, all of those other things. And so we end up with a very strong degree. And we have students that come out of the program. And the good thing about it is when we're trying to justify ourselves to the university or to our students, and we look at the outcomes for it, well, one of the most important outcomes that we give is the university surveys and gets the average salary for students within 6 months of graduation from the university. And we're number one in the university. Number two is usually either computer science or the business finance degree. And then there's a gap for everything else that comes after that. So we've been very happy about that, and our students have been very happy about that. And, we've been a good success. We also send a number of students off to the TLAs. They come looking for our students because our students have a good, strong, well-rounded background. We do a lot of projects very closely with the Navy that's in the area, and they're always happy to get our students and begging us for more of them. The challenge that these all have is we're sitting right here with Microsoft, Amazon, Google, everybody else. And so our students have an employment problem. They come and ask, well, which one should I take? Should I go with Google or should I go with Microsoft? That's the good kind of problem for students to have. So we've been very happy about the outcomes for our students with that. Let's see. Our next program of study that we're in the middle of developing right now is a Bachelor of Arts in Cybersecurity and Privacy. This program is going to be a very non-technical cybersecurity degree, aligned with the non-technical CAE roles and CAE stuff. It'll be very multidisciplinary. We've been working with our humanities, with our social sciences, with our political sciences, and with our electrical engineering as well, but all across the university, a number of different things, making a very multidisciplinary degree, targeting the work roles that you see there that, you know, if you think about how many cybersecurity people there are out in the world, there's more of them that are actually non-technical than that ones that are technical. And there's ones that, you know, do all kinds of different and interesting things. In Washington State, we're very lucky in that our schools work very well together. And we're kind of aligned where different schools have different focuses in where they're going and stuff. So if you want to do software engineering and security, you go to the University of Washington, Bothell. If you want to go do something that's more involved with business and cybersecurity, Central Washington has a good program. If you want to go to something that's more government and management focused, University of Washington, Tacoma has a good program. If you want to do something that's more operational security and types of things like that, Stu Steiner from Eastern has a good program. And so we cooperate with each other on a real frequent and close basis. And we recommend students to each other's programs all the time and work together a lot. And these are some of the areas that when we were looking at, we didn't have a really great coverage for some of these work roles in our state. So we started focusing on some of those, and that's how we came about making the decision that this is where we were going to focus. One of the other things that we have at Western is we have Cyber Range Poulsbo, and that's the Washington State Educational Cyber Range. And we are supporting right now about 3,000 to 5,000 students a year from all across the state, and all the way from K through 12 through colleges, universities, pretty much every university, public university in the state, and even some of the private ones work with us on the cyber range. Out of the 27 community colleges, we've probably got about 17 of them that are currently working with us. And then we've got a whole lot of middle schools, high schools, educational service districts, and everything else. And so we are providing for them the infrastructure with all of the different exercises and everything else on that, and allowing them to get in there and operate and train students in a very secure manner and do a lot of different things that they wouldn't be able to do otherwise at a very low cost. That is free for the schools. It's supported by the state, and so we get in there and do that. And it's been a real good experience. We're still in the building stages. We've got through the development, and now we're moving into growth. We're expecting over the next years to get up to about 10,000 students a year actually using the range. We can run about 5,000 virtual machines simultaneously. So yeah, a lot of good, interesting things going on. Some of the things our university specializes in or does well in the cyber area. One thing we do is cyber warfare. We have a class in cyber warfare. We address it from a strategic level. That's always a lot of fun. I'm just finishing the quarter right now teaching that, and the students just did their presentations Tuesday, and talking about how we then take strategy, war fighting strategy, and apply it to defending ourselves against all different things, particular areas, looking at healthcare. They looked at in the face of quantum computing coming along, in the face of AI, and thinking strategically in how you defend yourself, because we all know the cost of cybersecurity is infinite and all-consuming. And if we don't take a strategic approach to it, making ourselves defended is going to break ourselves. So we're also through Cyber Range Paulsville and other things, we're very involved in the Pisces project, which is a no-cost security monitoring for the public sector, where we put collectors out on small government networks, collect the data back into the Cyber Range, and then have students that work as analysts, live analysts, analyzing the data that comes in off of those systems and then responding to that. If they find something interesting, then they'll run it through one of our senior analysts who will review it and then work with the customer to take care of it. Or in several cases, many cases, we end up working with local authorities, police forces, FBI, state patrol, and different things when we found some egregious happenstance going on with attacks onto these networks. So this is really great because we end up with students that are coming out of the Pisces program that have experience working as an actual analyst, working with real data and delivering real results to the communities, the ones they live in and the ones around the place. Currently, Pisces is active in Washington State. We're becoming active in Montana. We are in Kentucky. We were in Colorado. We're hoping to get back there. We're working hard for that. And we're working with Idaho, Oregon, and also looking at getting a number of other states that are coming onto that. A little push for secure software design, of course, software systems design and development, something that we're really like to do. We've gotten that every single one of our computer science students now go through a cybersecurity class on how to develop secure software systems, which combines cybersecurity and software engineering together. And then we also are very deeply involved in the department with AI and robotics and data science, and are looking to bring up, hopefully fairly soon, an AI data science combined center of excellence. AI data science cybersecurity combined center of excellence. So we'll see how that comes along. And of course, we have to have a pet project that we're looking for people to cooperate on. And one that we're looking for right now is we're looking for trying to get schools that are interested, other state cyber ranges, in developing a national interstate cyber range system where we can share cyber range capabilities and exercises and other things among different cyber ranges that are supporting schools and things throughout the different states. So that's my quick spiel. I hope that was something that you guys found interesting.
Thank you, Erik. Yes, that SOC training in Pisces is a big deal, and you guys really inspired us to get that going. So hopefully we can keep it moving. So thank you for all the work you've done in that, and congratulations. Happy retirement.
Thank you.
Another opportunity for me to plug, when they do replace you, please send that person to our working group so that we can get them up to speed and knowledgeable about what's going on in the CAECD community. So are you gonna do anything exciting?
My wife and I scheduled a Mediterranean cruise next October.
Nice.
Deliberately, so there's no way they can convince me to come back for fall quarter.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. I hope you have a great time. All right. So we had Kelli Burgin on. I've been frantically trying to see, I think something may have come up for her, but we will get her back on the schedule at a later time. She's been doing some absolutely amazing work at Montreat on the Code of Ethics. If none of you have the book, I highly recommend it, that they presented last year at the CAE conference. I know I have read through it, and I'm using a lot of those case studies to educate. Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Jim. That's awesome. Mine's up in my desk. And yes, so we're using those as case studies for our faculty who are computer science technical faculty. With our letters, arts, and science and our College of Public Service, we're doing a faculty development initiative where we're going to walk them through some of those ethical things to get them more interested in understanding how cyber touches all things. So we will try and get her back in there. We do, I think we have the next slide. Yair, we have everybody for next month, I think is on the next slide. Yes. We have Columbus State University, we have Tarrant County College, and we have Western Colorado here in Colorado. Mark Rubin's going to talk, so we'll get a good diversity of feedback next month. And then Zoe will be talking about updates on the competency. They're in that training as well, and hopefully we'll be able to maybe fit Kelly in there in addition. So if we are booked through December, which is awesome. You guys were amazing. And so if you want to be as a standby, there's a few folks that didn't get in time. If you want to be a standby, because as we all know, things happen. Sometimes we can't make it at the last minute, and we love to have a list of people that we can slide in there to make sure that we're getting our three different institutions out to you. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me at gbliss@uccs.edu. And I'd be more than happy to put you on our standby list. And I usually can let you know a couple weeks in advance. So usually we confirm about 2 to 3 weeks out. So let me know if you're interested in doing that. And then now I think, Yair, I'm going to turn it over to you for some last comments and maybe an announcement from Stu.
Yes, excellent. So I want to introduce Stu Steiner, which many of you know. Give me a second, and I want to share the page that we set up for that. So give me a second. Stu, are you there?
I am here. I am here.
Go. Awesome. So go ahead.
Okay, just a shameless plug for Cyber Club videos. We have, I don't know what, 8 or 9 or 6 or something like that year. So just a reminder that have your Cyber Club create a video. It doesn't have to be professionally produced. Trust me, ours is not professionally produced. They can, as short as a minute. I think ours is actually 1 minute and 8 seconds to up to 10 minutes. There's a couple of them that are 8, 9 minutes. You can go to, I'm posting in the chat right now, the directions. So prepare your video. Make sure it's an MP format. Send me an email. My email is ssteiner@ew.edu. It's in the chat. I'm going to send you back a Google Drive link just because I'm a security person. I'm not going to just blindly give you all a Google Drive link for you to upload stuff to. You all upload your video. I will review it right now, but we're getting our group of volunteers to start reviewing, and we're going to break into regions and have them review them. We will then forward that on, and that will get uploaded to YouTube, get posted on the website, and then everybody can see about your video. So I left 2 links in there if you want to go to YouTube directly, or if you want to go to the CAE community site. And if you have any questions about your video, please email me because I'm happy to answer them. Thank you, Yair.
Excellent. Thank you so much for all that you do for the community. We're going to stop the recording shortly. Please stay on for the breakout sessions, and we will see you all, if not at the symposium, then the week after online. Hold on. And we're going to, I'll open the breakout rooms in a minute.